What's up, dude? You know those viral YouTube videos that have millions upon millions of views? It's always just a pair of hands with peaceful music and weird clickbaity type titles. Today, we're gonna put one of these viral recipes to the test and see if it's worth the hype. In my series, we'll see about that. Now let's go! Today's video is coming from the channel Taste to Share PH. And we're doing one of their most popular recipes, which is this one-pan chicken legs. They look really good. Let's check it out. We got Marcus here as our amateur chef. Opening scene, honestly, to me, that looks really good. So usually from these kind of channels, I never see them doing stuff like this, which I love. They're deboning the chicken. People make a big deal out of these things. Marcus, you could do that, right?
No.
He could do it, so could you. In fact, something I love to do is debone an entire chicken and then make a sauce from the bones and roast the whole chicken. It's really good. Black pepper, brown sugar, soy sauce. I like this. I like where this is going. Garlic, okay, and lemongrass. Calamansi, which are these little citrus fruits. Hard to kind of find, so you can just use limes in their place. That's what I'm planning on doing. All right, so we marinate the chicken, we sear it off in the pan, just doing a lot of flipping, a lot of flopping.
The flip's getting flopped.
The flip is flopped and the flop gets the flopping.
You gotta make sure to jiggle it.
Jiggle, sear and jiggle. Oh yeah, that's a chef's amount of butter going in if you ask me. I love all the flavors. I love the butter. I love the sauce. I love lemongrass. So we cover it, we cook it for a while. We remove the cover, brown it up, reduce the sauce a little bit. Look, to me that looks amazing. If it's even half as good as it looks, it's gonna be a great recipe, but is it worth 6 million views? We will see about that. All right, Marcus, let's do this thing.
Wait, we gotta hold it.
Why are we holding it?
I don't know.
Why are we holding it? Is someone gonna walk under like a bridge? The first thing I did with my chicken is put it in the freezer for 45 minutes, take it out for about 10, and that's gonna make it really, really cold and a lot easier to work with when you're deboning it. So I'm gonna first feel in there, feel where this first big bone is. We're gonna slice along. It may just take a little bit of time here, a little bit of practice. Deboning stuff isn't exactly the easiest. I'm gonna slice down the drumstick. There's the bone, as you can see right there. And when you're deboning stuff, you really wanna just slice along either side of the bones that you're trying to get out. And then also use this little bit of a scraping motion. Slide under that bone, out the back. Ah, yeah. I'm gonna pick it up, scrape down. Now I'm just trying to free this joint up here. Really nothing to it, you just wanna take your time and just free up the bones. Just carve away anything that isn't the bone, you know? When a master chair maker goes into the woods to build a chair, he walks to a tree, he sees the chair, and he just carves away everything that isn't the chair. And then he has the chair. Do you see?
No, it's not a thing.
Do you see? Just carve away everything that isn't the chair.
It's not.
The bone is
the
chair. Breaking this joint, getting that bone out. There's the leg bone.
Connect to the
tailbone.
What?
Now I'm gonna slide under this thigh bone. See if we can get this baby out. Oh yeah. Scrape, 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 scrape. Just like that, my friends. There's our bones out. Took a couple minutes, but it's really not that bad. And then I'm feeling back in here. There's a little bit of cartilage and all these little pieces. Just wanna make sure I get all that out. And there's our piece. One nice hunk of chicken meat. There's all my bones. Usually I would roast those and make chicken stock out of them, although I just made chicken stock, so today I won't be using them. He did double the amount of chicken legs. I'm just doing 2 to test it out, but of course you could do more. And we're going in here with soy sauce. Whole bunch of garlic, very straightforward marinade. Don't be afraid of lemongrass if you've never tried it. It's a really special ingredient. I happen to love it. If you can't find it, leave it out. Lemongrass, brown sugar, pepper, and since I can't find calamansi, I'm using, or is it calamansi? I don't know. Someone will correct me in the comments. I'm sure of it. I'm just going in with lime juice. That's just one whole juicy lime. And then I'm a big supporter of just getting in here with the old mitts, giving it a nice work. Smells so good. Wow. The one gripe I already have with this recipe is chopping the lemongrass like this, because now I have to kind of pick it off before cooking the chicken. And maybe they chop theirs a little bit bigger, but honestly, if I were to do it again, I would just keep a big piece of lemongrass, like the size of a half a pencil, and I would just smash it and then just throw it in while the chicken cooks and it will release its flavor. I don't know, it's just a little bit annoying to have to pick all this stuff off before cooking. But hey, that's not gonna stop us from enjoying this. Before cooking and testing this chicken, let me introduce you to today's sponsor, Trade. Trade is a company that's making it super simple and fun to try out new coffees. And they get their beans from 55 plus top roasters, enabling you to have a great cup of coffee. My personal favorite type of coffee is espresso dark roast. roasts. And Trade has been absolutely killing it. They've been sending me coffees that have been incredible. One of my all-time personal favorites is this Mother Tongue Coffee Nebula Dark Roast. It is so freaking good for a latte or any kind of other espresso drink. One of my favorite features about Trade is they roast their coffee beans to order before being shipped directly to your door. And if you know anything about coffee, that roast date is important. With free shipping, customizable plans that can be canceled at any time, it's truly never been easier for you to discover fresh new coffees from the comfort of your own home. It is a really fun service. If you're ready to embark on your own coffee adventure today, you can click the link down in the description and receive a free bag of coffee with any subscription purchase from Trade. Thank you again, Trade, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to this test. Starting with a big pot here. You could use whatever, just make sure you have a lid for it. A little bit of neutral oil going down, that's avocado. I preheated my pan for a couple of minutes, it's nice and hot. Heat's around medium high. Let's drop this chicken in, skin side down. And I saw them flipping and flopping their meat quite a bit, floppity flippity. I'm not a huge supporter of that for most preparations. I feel like you should let this sit and sear, although because of that sugar in the marinade, it's gonna burn quickly. So that probably is why they're keeping a closer eye on it. But rather than flip and flop, what I would do is just peek under like this, leave it in the same place, and you can really see whether or not it needs to be flipped. Not yet. Let this cook a little bit. Chicken's been going for about 3 minutes. I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it now, and we'll cook that other side for another 3 minutes or so. On another note, I turned the heat down to about medium, maybe even a touch under. Because of that sugar, you wanna be careful about the burning, but they look fine to me. 3 minutes is up. Let's pop this chicken out, set it aside. Since I only have 2 pieces of chicken, we're gonna move on straight from here. Unsalted butter. Oh, don't do what I just did. If you're watching at home, that was so dumb. Cooking for 19 years, I knew not to do that. I did it anyway. It splashed in my throat. That did not feel good. Oh, ow, dude. I just shaved too. Ow. Marcus, it kills, dude.
Butter burns.
Ow. Here's my thing about this recipe so far. I think it's gonna be super delicious. It might even be a 9+ out of 10. However, I would keep the lemongrass and the garlic out of the marinade since it's only there for 15 minutes anyway. It's not gonna do a lot. I would put the garlic in right now when the butter goes in, and I would put in a smashed piece of lemongrass so I don't have all those little annoying pieces to pick off the chicken, and I would just finish it like that. But it's all good. Let's finish this up anyway. Chicken goes back in once that butter is melted. Dump all that goodness off the plate. And now the marinade, I'm gonna go through a strainer. This is why, like, it just seems a little silly to do all this. I gotta, like, squeeze it through. At this point, I'm turning the heat down to medium-low, and I'm gonna cover it. I don't think they had any specific times in the video, but I'm gonna let this go for, I'm thinking, somewhere around 6-7 minutes, and then we'll check on it. After 4 minutes, I'm gonna take it and just flip it over, so that skin side is now up again. Pop that lid back on, keep it going. Another 4 minutes, let's check it out. In the video, they put a lid on it, and they said simmer until liquid is reduced, although with a lid, it's not gonna reduce. What I think they meant is when you take the lid off, now you're gonna simmer it down. And so, lid is off, now we're gonna cook this down. I see in their video, though, that all the liquid was gone, and it was basically just butter and chicken fat left over. I'm kind of hoping that this sticks on a little bit like a glaze, but that's also personal preference. You can see now the sauce is really starting to split. I don't mind that, actually, as long as it tastes good. I'm gonna flip it around again. You can see it's really thick on there with sauce. It looks good. I'm gonna give this another few minutes in the pan. I might flip it over one more time. Just another 2 minutes on that skin side. I'm gonna flip back. Honestly, to me, this looks good. Probably about 17 minutes of cook time, start to finish. I'm gonna turn this off now. And I'll give them about 5 minutes to rest right on this rack. My friends, I'm really excited to present to you a gem that I poured my heart and soul into for the last year. Master in the Making is an ebook that contains 55 carefully selected winning recipes that I can guarantee you're gonna love. And I truly believe this book is the perfect handbook for any serious home cook that's looking to improve their skills and boost their confidence in the kitchen. The link will be in the description underneath this video if you want to check it out. All right, let's slice this thing up, have a look. Oh yeah. All right, Marcus, come on down, dude. Let's try this thing. Everybody's very jealous of Marcus's job. He gets to eat a lot of food, but he works hard. He earns his keep. Honestly, it looks good. It looks really good. Oh, very good.
That might be my favorite chicken.
That is very good. I would say that is almost shockingly delicious. Woo! Good balance between the soy sauce and the sugar. Really good, sweet and salty. Very, very easy to make. What is this, 5 ingredients, 6 ingredients with the chicken? I will, however, stand by what I said about the garlic and the lemongrass and when to put that in. It's also really easy to pull off. If you don't want to debone whole legs, just buy chicken thighs that already have the bones removed. Honestly, for me, I'm thinking this deserves a 9.6 out of 10, Marcus. That might be our highest score ever on this series.
Easily
Just,
fair.
don't you delete? That's fair,
I
right?
give it 9.5 for sure.
I'm drinking the bowl. I will say, if you want to try some additions to this, chilies, chili flakes, dried chilies, fresh chilies, spice if you like. A touch of white vinegar I think could be really good in here. Throw in a little bit of orange peel while it's cooking in the last 5 minutes, that could be really good. Ginger would be really nice here. But as a base recipe, that is phenomenal. That's awesome. I think that's our best dish yet. Good, make it, make it, make it. Thank you for watching today, my friends. And as always, there will be links to all the products and equipment I love to use here in my kitchen down in the description below. Master in the Making Cookbook is now out. That will be located there as well. And if you want to keep learning today, here are 2 more entries from We'll See About That with chicken recipes that are both equally amazing. Thanks for watching, and until next time, you know I love you and I'm out.